Alright guys, that's a tour of the kitchen here. Just going to give you an idea. This is sort of coming in our front foyer. This area with the wood wall here is the area that used to be the kitchen. We've converted it into a small bathroom and storage closet. There aren't any doors on it right now, but the plan is to have some sliding doors that are going to cover those openings. This area here, the fridge used to be in this corner, which is tough to see, but it's not very big. We've got a cabinet that's coming that's going to fit in here. This is the new powder room bathroom. It has a small shower, a glassed-in shower with pretty much tile floor to ceiling. We just use a white plain ceramic tile. We've got basic wood trim here in maple, and a dual flush toilet and a wall-mounted ceramic sink here. Let me just turn on the lights. I want to give you a better sense of the reflectance of the glass tile there. The blue tape there is where the mirror is going to go once we get that in hand. So we're going to go back out here towards the kitchen. So the kitchen is in the back of the house. The house is 80 years old, but the kitchen is in an addition that must have been built probably in the 50s. It used to be a den. So really what we've done is taken this space, because we have a large living room, and converted it into the kitchen. So really it sort of gives you an idea. It's a little bit messy right now, but we have a large window over the counter that looks into the backyard. That's sort of one of the key features. We've got the basic configuration is sort of a dark gray porcelain tile with maple cabinets and stainless steel hardware. The countertop itself is stainless steel, and then one of the nice features of stainless steel is you can get integrated sinks. So the sinks here, if you look closely, the radius here is fabricated with the countertop, so it's one piece, seamless. It's got coved corners, sort of more like a commercial style sink, and then just sort of traditional drains. We've got some fancy single arm faucets and some nice natural Canadian biodegradable soap there. Anyways, so the cabinets, I talked about the cabinets. Really, in my opinion, the cabinets are more important than the countertop. As much as we like the countertop, the cabinets are sort of the basis for it. So if we look closely at the cabinets, they're wood cabinets. Obviously it's all solid, but it's a maple cabinet. It's got solid wood edges, which is hard to see here, but these are solid wood. And then the face is a veneer, but it's been professionally made, custom made. If you notice on the drawer as you pull it out, you can't see the slides, and these drawers have the sort of fancy soft close feature. So I'll show you as they close it. They sort of suck themselves in, and that's kind of a nice thing. So you can't really slam the drawers at all as hard as you try. They just sort of close themselves. So the way that these work is actually, if you look underneath, the hardware is sort of tucked in underneath, and it has a hydraulic dampening system that adjusts the closing. So again, we'll just shut it. Now IKEA has these, I guess, but I mean, it's not quite the same quality. The nice other parts of the kitchen here, I'll just sort of pull back out and sort of show you the full layout. We have full height cabinets on the wall that's sort of facing our neighbors. There was a window sort of where the microwave is above the stove, but we decided to sort of close that off in order to maximize the amount of cabinets we have. So we have you know, a stove on this side, obviously a fridge, and cabinets over on the side. And then in the center we have a large island. It's about 3 feet by 6.5 feet. And again, it has a stainless steel countertop, integrated sink. Again, this is more of a prep sink for washing vegetables and whatnot when you've got a large amount of food to prepare. We've got some larger drawers on the island to sort of handle pots and woks and those types of things. So again, they're quite large, can hold a whole mess of stuff. And again, they have the soft close feature, so they close nice and smooth. Some of the other you know, portions of the cabinets, we've got sort of nice tall broom and mop cabinets. Again, different size cabinets for different features. Obviously integrated dishwasher. Now, one thing here to look at is the cabinet as it ends here. We have a solid piece of maple finished to match the cabinet front itself. And this is important because the heat that is generated by this German dishwasher here is pretty high. And what can happen is the heat and the moisture can work its way into the veneer and start to delaminate it. So this solid piece of 3/4 stock that goes back probably 4 or 5 inches protects that edge and will increase the life of these cabinets significantly. Some other nice little features we have here is beside the sink we have a trash and recycling unit that sort of pulls out. Again, that's you know, these bins come out pretty easily, but again, it's a nice feature to have. You know, that does not have the soft close feature. This corner unit is pretty cool. It sort of pulls out on an angle, and I'll sort of show you from this side how that works. So we sort of store some of our pots and pans in there, and I'll show you sort of how it works. It sort of rotates on itself. As you rotate it, the back cabinet or the back shelves sort of slide into place, and then this sort of closes. Again, that's a nice feature. We've got sort of open shelves and cabinets for just platewares, flatwares, those types of things. In here, above the microwave, we have a sort of large horizontal door that opens, and it's got sort of stays. So again, all our booze is up there, so it's out of reach. But a lot of that stuff's been there for a while because we don't drink that much. But again, above the fridge, we have a really large, similar type cabinet. And again, for larger, rarely used objects, we've got our sort of griddle in there, and you know, miscellaneous large serving bowls and whatnot. The fridge here is important too because it's not really built-in fridge. It's designed, it's just a freestanding one, but we designed the cabinet so that they'd be nice and close and allow for it to look more like a built-in fridge. And then this large, tall cabinet beside the fridge here is full height, and it acts sort of as a pantry. You see, as you pull that out, you can sort of see we've got all our spices and flour and miscellaneous teas and coffees in there. So again, that's sort of a nice feature. One of the things to think about when you're laying out the kitchen is just the placement of the fridge. Often people will try and put a fridge right beside a wall, but if you look when the door opens, you notice that, you know, if this was right up against the wall, you'd have a problem with clearance. So that's partially one of the reasons why this cabinet has this. Some other features here, and I think this is a good detail, is to have a flush filler panel that matches the front face of the cabinet, and that allows you to score and deal with any imperfections in the wall. Again, this house is 80 years old, so nothing is really straight and true anymore. The island, again, it's 6x3, and we've got some stools here that we actually got from the auto show one year. They were used for a couple of days at one of the booths, and we picked them up for a steal. They're usually $500 or $600 a piece. I think we got them for like $100. So anyways, that's our kitchen. Hope you enjoyed the tour, and good luck to you guys. Take care. Bye.